Let's go, baby. Lakers win again, man. This time defeating the Pelicans 133 to 121 on what should have been a more of a blowout, but I'm not complaining because this Laker team is legitimate again. Austin Reeves and Luka combining for 60-plus points, man. They are doing their thing. Best backcourt in the NBA. Like we said pregame, guys, this team is very freaking special. And I got to tell y'all right now, man, I don't see much stopping this Laker team outside of maybe the Thunder. But they were sensational, man. We got to 133 again without LeBron. Okay, 48% from the field. Okay, we shot 36% from beyond the arc. We didn't even shoot lights out. We were 15 for 41. Our free throws, though, 34 free throws, man. We get there. We get there, baby. And then we out-rebounded them 54 to 47. All in all, but this team is making me very proud. We now win 7 in a row. 7 in a row. And my only concern is this. Yes, what my man Jonathan just said. Got to stay healthy because what happened with DeAndre Ayton? He was out for the rest of the game. So I am very concerned about that, guys. But the Lakers are dominating. They are dominating right now. I can't help but to be extremely excited. There's some room for growth. Obviously, our defense leaves a little bit to be desired and stuff like that. But, man, I'll tell you, man, I'm very happy, bro. And I'll tell you what else, man. I'll turn on the phone lines if we get 400 likes up in here. So hit that like button and the phones come on. Either that or 10 super chats. But regardless, I'm telling y'all, man, this freaking team is very special. And we haven't had this type of firepower in a very long time. It's been a while since we had this type of firepower. This team is so players can go missing, even superstars. I don't think LeBron has ever had that where he can miss whole games. Pelicans. Like, gone are the days. And the Lakers used to struggle versus teams that aren't that. Like, those days are gone. And Luka Doncic again, 34 points on 9 for 22. Same for my guy Austin Reeves. Like this team is just again doing great things, man. And people are starting to take these wins for granted, but I'll tell you, I won't do it. I won't do it because I remember there was years when the Lakers struggled to even get these wins. Okay, the Lakers would struggle against these lesser teams, and we only had one bad loss this year. That's the Atlanta Hawks game, and of course the Thunder game as well. But that's the higher echelon team. But as you can tell, man, even though Luka and Austin Reeves both were the best players in this game, I had to put my guy DeAndre Ayton and hopefully he's okay. Crossing my fingers. His efficiency has been off the charts. 22 points on 7 for 9 shooting, 8 for 8 from the free throw line, 12 rebounds and 4 blocks with an assist. The dude has just been tremendous. Okay, DeAndre Ayton is the guy. He is the guy we've been looking for years. If we had DeAndre Ayton when we had Anthony Davis, we would have won multiple titles with LeBron and Ayton. That's just the truth. That's how good Ayton is. And he's a true 5, which AD claims not to be, right? So, again, very spectacular, man, what this team is doing, what this team has done. And I'll tell you, man, they're going to continue to ascend. This is just the beginning. We're scratching the surface. We are now 11 games over 500. 11 games. Now, that's truly spectacular, guys. And we continue to ascend again, man. Now, defeating the Pelicans is not really a great feat, but getting 7 wins in a row is, because any given night, anybody can go off. And again, we had amazing parity. 34 for Luka, 34 for Austin Reeves with 8 assists and 7 for Luka. Best backcourt in the NBA. Nobody else doing that. 22 for Ayton. Rui chipped in with 14. I wish he would have got a little bit more because shout out to Strega, man. She just came up short of her parlay, but I'm telling you, it is amazing vibes. Amazing vibes, Cali. We are cooking up a storm right now. And those seven wins are just no joke, man. Let's see. I'll take a couple questions. My guy Vince says, Dan, do you know why people call DeAndre Ayton D.A. Ayton of DeAndre? Is that a reference to I'm missing? I have no idea. DeAndre Ayton stands for DeAndre Ayton. Yeah, that's what it stands for, bro. I'm not sure exactly what the question is. Oh, okay. It's a reference. Yeah, I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but man, we are looking spectacular. That's spectacular, chat. And if you don't like that, you don't like Lakers basketball, baby, because I'm telling you, the LeBron goes missing, Marcus Smart goes missing. and it's not a problem. Again, look at this starting lineup. Look at the scoring all the way. Now, Gabe Vincent, I'm not happy with. He's the only player that, even though he didn't do too bad today, I don't want him anywhere near my starting lineup. I'm sorry. And here's another thing I want to talk about. Adu Thero saw 3 minutes before Vandal saw any minutes. DNP. This is the 5th straight game of a DNP from Jared Vanderbilt, and I'm concerned. But there's nothing attached to it. There's no back spasms like there is right here on Marcus Smart's name. There's nothing. It's just a DNP. He's at the bottom of the food chain now because even Adu Thero got some minutes while he didn't. So I'm a little bit sad about that. But as long as we keep winning, I cannot complain. I did think JJ could have threw him in there at some point, man. And, it sucks. You know what? I agree. I think Vandal deserves a little bit better because he's not a bum. He's going to, at the very minimum, give you energy and athleticism and defense, right? At the bare minimum. I know he's not a bucket getter and he hasn't been shooting well, but to punish him by not playing him 5 games because of that, it's pretty damn bad. It's pretty damn bad. You cannot have that. I feel really, really bad for my guy, Jared Vanderbilt. And he's a rotation player somewhere. If it's not here, I hope he finds his home. JJ needs to figure that out, whether they trade him or not. That's 5 straight DNPs from a player that plays defense. And today, by the way, we extended the rotation. Usually JJ only likes to play 9 guys. Well, today the man went with 10 guys, and Vandal was not one of them. So again, I'm a little offended that Vandal isn't playing, but as long as we keep winning, I can't complain. However, the Lakers, exactly what the doctor's order. I told you guys we need to come out to an early lead. They did that. They jumped out to a 21-12 lead behind Austin Reeves' hot start, 12 points, forcing the Pelicans turnovers. New Orleans eventually clawed back, but they trailed by the end of the first, 34-28. After that, the Pelicans heated up from deep. They went 7 for 10 in the first half, but the 10-2 Lakers run sparked by Doncic's assist gave LA an advantage at the half. I'll tell you this though, the high octane scoring that we brought in that third quarter to match what the Pelicans were doing, because they came out hot, got us that double-digit lead, and then we didn't look back, right? The Lakers pulled away on a 15-4 run early, hitting 90% of our free throws in that fourth quarter, and it was nice to see. But there were so many key factors to this game, man. The rebounding, we won that battle for sure. Free throws, come on, we won that battle for sure. 39-20, we doubled them up because we're more aggressive and we're more savvy, right? Obviously, the star power, we destroyed them there. Their injuries hurt them. Ours didn't, because our team right now is a well-oiled tool machine, and it's nice to see that with or without LeBron, we're getting to 130 right now. That is beautiful, right? So you know what kills me? How come no Indy in the press asked JJ why he's not playing Vando? I haven't seen a lot of post press conferences, but I'll take your word for it. I don't know. They should be asking better questions for sure. I agree with that, man. I know we're winning, but we want to know about Vando. Somebody got to ask about Vando. That's 5 straight DMPs for the man that 2 years ago was the best defender on the team, right? I don't know if that's not the case anymore or whatever, because I haven't seen enough of him. But one thing I do know is that he deserves minutes over Gabe, over Dalton Connect. He deserves minutes over, certain players. So, it is what it is, man. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like what's happening with Vando right now. Dalton didn't give us nothing, not even shooting. So why not play Vando? Makes no sense. I honestly don't understand. That is the one thing that's puzzling me. Last year, what puzzled me was the fact that Dalton got benched after he was cooking, and then he never regained his form. And that was a huge mistake, I believe. That definitely destroyed Dalton Connect's confidence. This time, it's Vando who's in the doghouse. And we've seen it with JJ. He's very stubborn. He's a stubborn mule of a coach. And once he gets it in his head that he's not going to play a player, he don't play him. That's what's happening with Vando right now. So you hate to see that. And honestly, if that's the case, then why not trade him and bring somebody he'll actually use, right? Because even though we had a 10-man rotation today, I want to maximize our depth. That way we don't have to play guys like AR and Luka in the fourth quarter, or even DeAndre Ayton, right? Those were minutes that maybe if we give them to Vando instead of Ayton at the end, then maybe, Ayton doesn't get injured. We have to think about those things for sure. Solo said, I know his defense is horrible, but it ain't much worse than Dalton's. Who are we talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking. You meant his offense. Okay, yeah. Well, you confused me when you said defense. Okay. Yeah, man. Look. At the end of the day, Dalton doesn't provide much from us, and we could bring up the stats here to prove it. Dalton does not provide much for us. Dalton Connect in 17 minutes only had 4 points, 1 for 4 shooting, 1 for 3 from three. Vando could have gave us 4 points, however, but he could have gave them to us and better defense, right? And he did have a rebound and 2 assists, but and a block. But I'm telling you, Dalton to me doesn't deserve minutes this season. He hasn't shown us anything to. Dero only got 3, and I really liked his minutes. This is why the plus minus doesn't always tell the whole story. Dero came out here and got a steal in 3 minutes. He's an energizer. He's a spark plug. Jackson Hayes has improved tremendously. 8 and 6 with 2 assists and 2 blocks in 21 minutes was very solid. I got to give him his flowers. Okay, Jackson Hayes is starting to flourish. We're starting to see the best version of Jackson that we can. So that's nice. That's definitely nice to see. But again, our bench leaves a little bit to be desired. And Vando, I was very excited at the prospect of having Vando and Marcus Smart with Jake LaRavia. They would have been a absolutely crazy lineup, like super defensive and just spectacular, man. And I hate the fact that we're never going to probably see that trio right there off the bench. That could have definitely wreaked some havoc and changed the dynamics of games. But Hayes has been great. Who else has been great? I mean, they've all been great. I can't gush enough about DeAndre Ayton. He's been just absolutely spectacular, man. He's been better than I anticipated. I expected 15 points per game. He's giving me 16. I expected some efficiency. He's giving me full efficiency, shooting like 70+% from the field. What else can we ask for? You know what I like about Ayton is the fact that he knows his game. He doesn't force anything. He hasn't jacked up 1 3, unlike AD when he was jacking up threes. He hasn't jacked up a single 3. Everything is around the hoop. Even when he catches it rolling, he sometimes pulls up for a nice little midi, but most times he leans in for either a teardrop, a nice little hook shot. He had a nice little jump hook coming off a spin move. Like this dude, DeAndre Ayton, is mixing it up, and he's doing his thug thizzle, man. You can't help but love what DeAndre Ayton has done for the team. The haters are mad too. There's a bunch of Luka and Austin haters that are real quiet. They're real quiet, man. They're here when they struggle. When they do good, they don't say nothing. What happened to all the trade Austin talk? What happened to all the people that were saying, oh, Luka Doncic is not going to be able to lead this team. Oh, he's never going to be the first option. What happened to all those insecure people? Gone like the wind, right? Gone like the wind. I don't want them back here when they have a bad game. I want them now. Where are you guys at? Let's hit the like button, man. We get those likes up. We turn up the phone lines, all right? You guys see my target go? Let's make it happen, baby. Ayton has definitely proven himself. He is balling. And just like we knew he would, Solo. We said it. From the moment we got it, A+ off season. Marcus Smart was a great pickup. He was hurt today, but hopefully he plays tomorrow. Ayton has been sensational. Jake LaRavia started the season hot. Now he's more defense than offense, but they've all made a tremendous impact. And this is not the same Lakers we had last season. That's the most important part. We got MVP caliber Luka, who again hitting his average of 35 points tonight, again with 34. We got all-star, maybe even superstar ascending Austin Reeves. We got LeBron James no longer needing to be the Batman of this team, more like the, Robin. Okay, and everything is good in the neighborhood, man. We are truly the number 2 seed in the West. I don't see a team better than us. Now we are 11 games over 500, chat. 11 games over 500, okay? 11 early this season, and it's going to get better because we're going to get healthier. We're going to make, I believe we're going to make trades, right? I believe so. And it's going to get better, guys. And it's a beautiful thing right now what the Lakers are doing, man. 11 games over 500. If you look at the Western Conference, there's no room for breathing, right? But the fact that we're here, Luka's having an MVP season, come on. Come on. Do you guys see what I see? Can you guys see what I see? Number 2 seed in the Western Conference. It's an absolute beaut, man. We're talking about, we're 15-4, chat. We're 2 games better than the Houston Rockets, and they had one of the biggest splashes of the offseason. We have a better win percentage than them right now. We're better than Denver. We're better than San Antonio, just like I predicted we would be. Remember I told you guys last year, without all these improvements, we were a top 4 seed. This year, we're going to be a top 2. They're making that a prophecy all over again. Let's see. Lakers rise. She says, we need him to play against the Suns tomorrow. DeAndre needs the revenge game after Devin Booker was talking shit. I would love that. I would love for him to play. I would hate for him to miss this game because I was thinking the exact same thing. Says we need my guy DeAndre Ayton to have the Phoenix Suns big skating. All right, we need them on skates over there. It would be spectacular if he plays and if we get that win for sure. That will make it 8 in a row, man. Kobe, that will make it 8 in a row, and it will be beautiful. Now, I don't know who's going to play and who's not going to play. I know LeBron is most likely going to play. They held him out because they don't want to play him on back-to-backs. So LeBron is likely going to play. I don't know who else is going to play right now. We don't know. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow's ball game, man. That one is much tougher. You know, the Phoenix Suns are a top 7 team in the West. They're 12-9, so they're a lot better than the Pelicans for sure. And yeah, it'll be nice to see what happens here. Good idea to get James some rest. Absolutely great idea, especially versus the Pelicans. We got to play safe and we got to play smart. LeBron is older as well. Got to keep it safe with him. He's at LA on pace for 65 wins, same as the 2009 championship team. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful what we're doing. And we're also on pace to win an in-season tournament. As hot as we are, I don't see nobody stopping us right now. There were a lot of people all up in the chat that wanted Austin gone. Now they quiet, acting like they never said it. Man, there's full-ass channels out there that I won't give free clout to, right? Because that's what they want. Who make their whole fucking fan base off of hating everybody not named LeBron. You see how ridiculous this is? And right now, they're saying this is fool's gold and, oh, we're going through weak competition. They have all the excuses in the book. And they're going to wait until either Luka or Austin or both have a bad game, and they're going to pounce, okay? But right now, they're looking like absolute fucking fools because they make a whole YouTube channel career out of hating on everybody not named LeBron. That's what you call pure stupidity. And everybody who follows them, how many ever people they have, equally as stupid because at the end of the day, it is a team sport. You need the entire team. You need to praise and hold everybody accountable the same, whether you win or lose. It's a team sport. This ain't boxing. I don't get player fandom, okay? I'm over it. I'm sick of it. This is a team fucking sport. And yes, you need star players, but we have 2 of the best, and they refuse to give them praise. They refuse. They jump through hoops. People have sent me clips of them talking shit about me. I don't give a flying fuck. That means I'm doing something right if I'm making sense, and they're not, right? Because at the end of the day, I'll tell you this. I will tell you this. This Laker team is special, whether they agree to it or not. I don't know if they're going to be champions. I do believe we need to make some fringe trades, but I know we're special and we have a chance, right? We have a chance not only this year, we're going to have multiple chances in the future because the Lakers are building the right way. And all those people that were naysayers, like you said, they disappeared. My phone lines are always open. If somebody got a problem with me, they could just call in. They don't dare because they know I will shred them to pieces on my live stream. They rather talk behind my back and snicker around like it's nobody's business. That's embarrassing to me. I'm a real man. Talk to me face to face or don't talk at all. Retro, he said, what's good, Dan? Y'all got the best backcourt in the NBA. As a Knicks fan, I'm rooting for y'all to win the chip. Did you see the interview with Snoop Dogg and Luka? I think Luka is hungry to win some chips. Oh, absolutely. We saw that interview. It was nice, man. Shout out to Striker for sending me that clip. It's like 11 minutes long. Definitely saw it today. Man, it's dope to see, man. I'm not surprised. Everything Luka says is the right thing. Hey, 7 in a row, man. Hey, we doing good right now, bro. We killing it. Hit that like button, man. We get how many? What was my target goal? Whatever it was. We hit that target goal. I turn up the phone lines, all right? Man of my word. Hopefully, DA is able to suit up tomorrow. Let's make it 8 tomorrow, baby. I'm so confident that even if he doesn't suit up, we're gonna have a great chance at winning the game. Although we could definitely use him, and I would love it. We'd have a much better chance of him suiting up for sure. But you know, we've been rolling with the punches, next man up, and that's the way we're gonna go. Yeah, Austin Reeves is playing like a superstar. I don't care who the heck thinks I'm a Glazer. I'm gonna call it like I see it. He's averaging over 28 points per game and another 30-point game tonight. Right? It's beautiful to watch, man. The haters can eat their heart out. Whatever. They're kicking and screaming right now because they know I was right all along about Austin Reeves, and they were wrong. And instead of giving my credit, you're gonna double down and talk shit, man. Fuck all of them. I'm tired of the haterade, man. Look. If you ain't with the program, you're not a Laker fan. You're not supporting Luka, Austin, and LeBron, potentially the best trio we've seen in a while. I don't know what to tell you, fam. I kick rocks. You're not a real Laker fan. Kick rocks.
You don't know the power of the super chat. Grateful the Empire is to your contributions. Together we shall crush the rebel scum once and for all. Thank you.
Yo, Kettle Guy 43. Appreciate you, bro. He said, no James or Smart. Good win, but we need to close better. We could have gotten Theo more time. I agree with that. Theo needs more time. Even connect to see if we can get him going. Theo definitely needs a lot more time, brother. Thank you so much for Super Chat. We need to close out better. There's a million things we could do better, but that's what the season is for. You get better as the season progresses, and the Lakers keep ascending. Bottom line is we've won 7 in a row. I should be waving the shit out of this flag, but my expectations have risen, right? They have risen. So as excited I am not satisfied. We need more, and the Lakers shouldn't be satisfied either. They need more, right? Everybody needs more. So, but yeah, man, hey, they quiet, Tempo. They are quiet. I don't even know how they can make content. Don't even bury your head in the sand, man. If you was talking shit about Austin and LeBron and Luka, any of those players, and you don't see the greatness before you, bury your head in the sand, man, because we don't want to hear it. At that point, your basketball card gets revoked, okay? Austin was putting up all-star numbers last season. He was. But remember what I said last year. I said, dare I say, he's got superstar potential. He's averaging 28 points per game this year, okay? The superstar potential is clearly on display. I'm so happy about that. I'm so freaking excited about the fact that this man is balling the way he is balling. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing like it. It's nothing like it.
These people are more than just subscribers. They're my family. Look how they super chat and showed love. I am forever in their debt.
Thank you so much for the super chat, Logan. He said, LeBron fanboys are just threatened because LeBron isn't number one option anymore. It's real sad to see. They should be happy Luka is a Laker. Appreciate the super chat, bro. And it's not only the LeBron fanboys, though. It's also the Kobe stans, right? I don't want to say fanboys, the Kobe fans, because I'm a Kobe fan myself, but Lakers always first. They always looking to blame, and I got a comment like this tonight. They're looking to blame LeBron for everything, even when he doesn't play. So we got to find a intelligent medium where we don't no longer have to talk about this. I don't think I'm going to address fanboys anymore. Their IQ is so low, it's not worth our time unless it's a really important topic conversation. But the truth of the matter is I'm enjoying Lakers basketball, and we got 3 great players. There's no point of pitting them against each other unless you're that insecure in your life, in your own personal life. Like these fanboys are protecting these players more than their own wives. At that point, you're just a glorified condom. Okay? There's no reason to have this conversation with idiots. Anybody who believes that Luka, LeBron, and Austin aren't a great trio and they should play together, then you're just a player fan, and your opinion should not matter anymore moving forward. 400, beautiful, beautiful. Let me know, Kimiko, once we get that target. But we're playing awesome basketball. Thank you, Strega. Sup, Dan? How many games in a row do you think we can win? I'm ecstatic with this team, bro. Sky's the limit. As long as we stay healthy, because injuries could factor into our streak for sure. As long as we stay healthy, we can win a lot. A lot. We're going to continue to cook, man. We got time. We got time. We got the talent. And, you know, it's a beautiful thing, bro. How you doing? Hopefully all is well, my good friend, Vic. Couldn't agree more, right? I'm done with the player fandom, bro. I think we should have phased them out a long time. It's like they're attention greedy. They literally have a channel based off of player fandom. It's embarrassing. You know what I mean? Like, come on. You could be a fan of a player, but don't defend LeBron more than Savannah does. You feel me? That's just weird at that point. Don't defend Curry more than Aisha does. That's just weird at that point. You know what I mean? Like, let them be. Let them be. Oh, we got to get them likes up, man. We got to get them likes up. This is 7 games in a row, baby. Come on. Come on, Laker Nation. Are you not entertained? Are you not excited about the Lakers, man, and what they're doing? Get them likes up, baby. 108, man, let's get it. Let's see. AR has some of the best handles in the league. I've tried to tell people for years that boy was special, man. This is why people will every year tell me, oh, let's trade him for DeJounte Murray. I'm like, nah. Oh, let's trade him for this player. Nah. I'm only trading Austin for a superstar, and this is why, because he always has star potential, period. And anybody that hates on that quote does not know basketball, because look, 28 points per game, they're acting like it's nothing. They're acting like it's nothing. I done heard stupid people say stuff like, oh, he gets to the free throw line too much, he gets bailed out. Are you simple? How could you be so simple? One of the best players in the NBA who just became a champion gets to the free throw line. That is a compliment. If you're crafty enough to be able to get to the free throw line, that is a compliment, not an insult. And if you have a problem with today's modern NBA, let's just say 90% of the NBA players flop, including some of my favorites. Okay. So, yeah, it's par course for the taking. The fact that Austin has the footwork, the ball handling abilities to get to his spots, to finish, to become a threat where they're fouling him, and he's able to draw those fouls, that is a skill, right? I think we keep rolling all the way through till Boston. Well, let's go ahead and pull up. You know what? It's a good topic of conversation. So let's go ahead and pull up our schedule and see how it's looking right now. Because man, there's a lot of green on the screen, and we're not talking Boston. All right, there is a lot of green on the screen, and keep hitting the like button, man, if y'all enjoying this run. But check this out. This is what the schedule looking like right now. Check. Okay, look at all the green. We've only lost from October 21st all the way to now. We've only lost 1, 2, 3, 4 times, check. 4 times. And look at all the green. Insane. This is the second big win streak that we've had this season with 7 in a row. Right here. The one before that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So we have a 5-game win streak and a 7-game win streak. One thing I've noticed, and I appreciate this about the Lakers, they have not lost 2 in a row all year long. Okay. They lost the first game of the year. Was a fluke. We should have beat that team. And we lost to Portland. Also could have beat that team. We lost to Atlanta. Definitely should have beat that team. And then we got, we've taken care of business ever since then. But up next, let's see. We got Phoenix. That's a very dangerous game because we're coming off of back-to-backs, right? But luckily, it is here at home. Okay, so we got to take care of home court advantage. We should win it. That's tomorrow, first of the month, baby. And we got Toronto. Should be a win. Toronto's been hot, though. Don't get it twisted. The schedule's gotten tougher. Toronto's been really hot lately. All right, they're at the top in the East. They're at one of the top, I think, 5 seeds in the East. I'd have to double check that. But then we got Boston. We should be able to beat them. Boston. This is coming off of a back-to-back, so it's also going to be dangerous. Okay. Then we got Philly. Philly's been much better, much improved. They got one of the better backcourts in the NBA. Then we got San Antonio. Wemby's going to be ready. Okay. Then we got Utah. So again, the schedule, we took care of the easier part of the schedule. Now we got the tough part of the schedule. It's coming back around. And we're going to have to take care of that. As simple as that. We're going to have to take care of it, man. Take care of it. Lakers got the talent, though. That's for sure. And we got to keep rolling. 7 in a row. Let's see how many we can go. Let's see. This is preseason for LeBron James. Just wait. I already know. I'm never concerned about LeBron James. That's King James, y'all. That's King James. You're talking about one of the top 3 players of all time, no matter where you want to place him. Why would I be concerned about that? The only thing that concerns me now, obviously, is going to be, him getting his rhythm because he's missed a lot, but he has all season to do that. There really is no concern. Keith, I appreciate the super chat, my friend. Dan, this team is the real deal, and Rob needs to make sure we don't have any dead weight come the playoffs. Dead weight. I'm glad you brought up that topic of conversation. We need to pull up the roster right now. There definitely is some areas we can definitely work on, right? There's some players on this roster that can definitely go. All right. And I'm going to count how many players are must keeps. They're absolute keepers. DeAndre Ayton, keeper. Luka, obviously keeper. That's 2. Rui. I love Rui. Okay. The right trade comes along, I'm listening. But most likely a keeper, right? That's 3. Jackson Hayes. I didn't think I'd be saying this. Giving us the energy, the athleticism. He's a lot stronger this year. Keeper for now. All right, that's 4. Bronny James isn't going to play much, so I'm not going to put him in the keeper, bracket. But LeBron, matter of fact, I put Bronny James as a keeper only because his father was not going to allow him to get dealt. So that's 6 keepers right there. All right, got to be realistic. Maxi Kleber, very tradable contract. Dalton, very tradable contract. Okay, Jake LaRabia, I say keeper. 6'7", 24-year-old. That's 7 keepers we got on the roster. Okay, Chris Manning, I think he's a keeper. 2-way player. He's looked tremendous in South Bay. I'm going to say keeper for now. That's 8. Austin Reeves, definitely a keeper. That's 9. Marcus Smart, keeper. That's 10. Nick Smith Jr., debatable, but he showed some flashes early on. All right, won't include him in the pile. Hero, keeper. That's 11. Vanderbilt, unfortunately, is no longer a keeper. Gabe Vincent is no longer a keeper. So we have 11 keepers on this roster. We don't have too much dead weight this year. But out of those 11, 4 players are very tradable. And we talked about those 4 players. Okay, that's Gabe Vincent. That's Jared Vanderbilt. All right, Nick Smith is technically on a two-way, so I'm not going to really count him. But Dalton and Maxi Kleber, those are the four. Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, Dalton, and Maxi Kleber. Those are the players that right now kind of semi feel like dead weight. So if we can find a way to, like my man said, tighten up the bench, then it'll get really good. Toronto just lost 2 in a row. So they're going to come in hungry. That's what that means, right? Strikers, let's hope they win a couple of games before they get to us. Otherwise, they're going to be extra focused to try to beat us, right? And we definitely don't want that, because a team like that can be very dangerous for sure. Let's get them likes up, chat. Get them likes up. Appreciate you guys. Much love, man. Lakers 7 in a row, baby. 7 in a row. Need another 3-and-D guy. Do you have anybody in mind? Let's see. My guy says, why are you guys the most hated team? DTLF. Why aren't the Celtics the most hated team? As a Spurs fan, I think the Celtics should be the most hated team. Those Boston fans can be racist. I agree. But you want to know what it is, Linux? Let me tell you what it is, my friend. And shout out to your Spurs. They look really good this year. Shout out to you for being a classy fan. What it is the fact that the Lakers been great every generation. Besides the last couple of championships that the Boston Celtics have won in the last 20 years, besides those two, they ain't won since the dinosaur era, man. And so there's not a lot to be jealous about. Most NBA fan bases, and as I like to call most haters out there, they hate on us because they aren't us and we beat their favorite teams. It's that simple. And the greater you are, the more hate you get, man. Look, me, I got about close to 27,000 subscribers and I get so many haters. Can you imagine the ones that have 1 million subscribers? Can you imagine the ones that have millions? It's just a part of success that comes with it. And the Lakers are one of the most, scratch that, we are the most successful franchise. Forget about the championships. We can factor those in as well. But I'm talking regular season records, playoff records. We have the most wins historically. And we win every generation. We're not just talking about the black and white era with Bob Cousy and those guys, right? We're talking about every era, man. We're talking about Wilt Chamberlain. We're talking about Kareem, Magic. We're talking about Shaq, Kobe Gasol. We're talking about LeBron, AD, and now Luka, LeBron. That is going to warrant so much hatred, and we welcome it because we have a thick skin. We love the hate. I'm here, man, to rebuttal all the negative things they say about my franchise, especially those player fans. They say some silly things. Like when LeBron first landed here, some LeBron fans said, oh, you're not worthy of LeBron James. Oh, trade my glorious king. Oh, Genie's cheap. None of that was true. None of that is true, right? The truth is that it was a match made in heaven, right? So he said, Dan, what backup big are you going after if they're available and affordable if you're Rob? I haven't looked at the list of bigs right now, but I will definitely give you that content, Miguel, as we get closer to the trade deadline. That's my specialty. I love to break stuff down. Dan Stradamus activated, and we're going to try to predict some trades and see if we can get one of those pieces. Remember, I predicted this offseason DeMarcus Smart getting here. In the previous offseasons, I predicted the Russell Westbrook trade. I predicted Malik Monk. There have been so many, right? Nobody could have predicted the Luka, though, however. So I'm very intrigued to see how the Mark Walter era starts. If it kicks off with a bang or if we're going to sit back and be patient. I think they have to go all in with this start. LeBron is on his last legs. Luka is in his prime, entering that. Austin is in his prime. Because if you go all in now, not only do you set yourself up for the playoffs this year, but for multiple years to come. You understand what I'm saying? So there is that. My guy said the Lakers are an iconic team. I mean, the Lakers are watched worldwide. I'm sure the Lakers are the biggest brand in sports. And that warrants a lot of hate. But shout out to you guys, the ones that aren't haters. Because I can watch the Spurs and say, man, Wemby's special. Because I'm not a hater. There is players I hate. Wemby is one of them, right? Got to see him his rookie season. I was blessed enough with free tickets from my boy Mookie. Me and my girl got to see him his rookie year. And Wemby's one of the few superstars that the Lakers cheered for from day one. Because we were excited to see that young talent. They cheered him on during the intros. I had never seen that in my life as being a Laker. I had never seen another star come in here and get cheers. That was a first. So you guys have a special talent, man. Shout out to you for being classy again. Mr. Vic says, with fame comes hate, with hate comes envy, and with envy comes jealousy. That's why they hate us, because they can't beat us. Very true, my guy. Very, very true. But we still have a lot of work to do around the fringes. I still think we're a trade or two away. Like, we could definitely pull some strings. I mentioned 4 players that could be considered dead weight. Vando only by default because he's not getting played, and I'm sad for him, but Wouldn't you guys rather see him somewhere where he can actually get some PT? So again, there's going to be some moves that have to be made, I believe, to really put us over the top because OKC's no joke, and they're only getting better as well. But the Lakers are ascending. We're the clear-cut number 2 team in the West right now. Second best, I believe it. And our goal is, excuse me, not to pass them in the standings, but our goal is to pass them in life, all right? I'm talking playoffs. That's when it matters, right? So that is the goal for the Lakers, and I think they're gearing up for it, man. They are gearing up for it, but it's nice to see us as the lone possessors of that number 2 seed. And I hope we can continue to create somewhat of a cushion because we up there, baby. We up there. See, D Free says the problem is that the points have been that Rob would like to get someone young, which is why he hasn't wanted to pull the trigger on Wiggins, who only 30, but tells you he wants someone in the 20s. And I can see why JJ wants that. But sometimes you need to stop being stubborn. I can see why JJ wants that. He wants to grow with his players, and he wants to have a future here. And as long as you get young players you can grow with, you'll have that future. JJ is starting to establish himself as a really good coach. And remember, before he even coached the game, I was really liking the body language and everything. And I said Kareem, but I dropped the video still out here, I think, on my channel. It says, can JJ Redick potentially be the next Pat Riley? I think we're seeing him trend in the right direction. He didn't have a good playoff last year, but outside of that, he's had 2 amazing regular seasons thus far. And I think he's going the right way. He said, and that eliminates a lot of options for you. It's hard to get a guy with limited assets when you're looking for the perfect trade. That's true. But I believe in Rob, man. He's made a believer out of me because he's been able to get the right trade, as you can see with Luka, without giving up Austin. I was doing a little bit of over the hedge action. I got to bring that segment back. And I was looking at, what Mavs fans were saying about Luka, and they were so mad at Nico for not bringing back Austin Reeves after that game he just had the other night. And I said it the night it happened. We made off like bandits because if I was Nico, bare minimum, I'm bringing back Austin Reeves with Anthony Davis. And that's still a fair trade because it's Luka. Now it probably wouldn't be a fair trade because Austin has gotten much, much better. And so now you're giving them 2 potential superstars for one. And then, it's a little lopsided. But still, Luka, I'll tell you this. Somebody asked me, what would you trade Luka for? Right now, absolutely nothing. Not even Wemby. There's no player that can hit the degree of difficulty shots that Luka can. That can put up the numbers that he can in wins. And that has that killer mindset right now, that Mamba mentality in the NBA. The way Luka has it. That package at the age of 26 is not available. So I'm not trading Luka for nothing right now. Not Wemby. I don't care nobody says what the haters got to say. I'm not trading for nothing. There's nothing out there. And so that should piss off Mavs fans because they probably feel the same way. Like he shouldn't have been traded for nothing. Freddy says, if you're hated, you're doing something right. Right? I just, people send me little DMs about people hating on me making videos and stuff, but it makes me laugh, man. It's like, you're bitter. I don't even know you exist. Right? You're on the sidelines, you're in the locker room. I'm on the main stage, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know you exist, man. If my fans didn't hit me up and let me know, wouldn't know it. Herb Jones, Andrew Wiggins, Benedict Mathurin, Aaron Naismith, etc. Those are 3 and D wings I'm looking at. Those are great names for sure. Great names for sure. I'm looking at cheaper pieces, though. Pieces where you can actually move that dead weight and not have to give up anything. That's what I'm looking for because I think we need to find an addition without subtraction type trade. And that's probably what Rob is waiting to strike on for sure. Right? That's probably what he's waiting to strike on. I'm pretty sure. They want Austin, but they wouldn't have been in the lottery and they would not have got Cooper. Say it's rude or not, but it's impossible to get him if AD and Kyrie don't go down and get in the lottery. You're right. You're right about that. I already told Mavericks fans. I had a conversation with one and I said, bro, what you guys need to do now is let the Luka thing go because you're hurting your own players. Your own players, when they get another max contract, they might want out of there. They might be sick of y'all. You got Nico fired. It's time to move on and embrace the tank and embrace Cooper Flag. Because some people, there's been some pushback about how good Cooper Flag is. The kid is sensational. He just dropped a career-high 34 against the Clippers without most of the starters playing, and he beat them with Kawhi, with James Harden playing. So I've been saying it, man, since day one. Cooper Flag is properly rated, and it's only a matter of time before he starts shining and spreading his wings and learning and getting better. And I do believe that even though Jason Kidd gets criticized a lot for playing him out of position, I think there's going to be a benefit to that in the near future, for sure. right? Let's see. Callie says, not even $1 trillion, I wouldn't trade Luka. No, I don't know, Callie. They offer me $1 trillion. Oof. Oof. That's a lot of money. That might be the only thing I trade Luka for. But outside of that, I mean, you know how much of my family and friends I can help out, give back to the community? Ooh, man, some things are bigger than sports. But that's neither here or there because it's not possible, right? But I respect it, Kelly. I respect it. Bay looked good, bro. Sadiq Bey has been a name that's been on my radar for years since he was with the Detroit Pistons. Y'all have heard me on this channel say Sadiq Bey would be a perfect fit. That was before, we have the pieces we have now. Sadiq Bey today would be just a godsend. He would be an absolute, just a piece to add for sure, man. And yeah, I mean, hey, it's almost December, so I think I can start playing the my Christmas voiceovers for the Super Chats. Let's go.
Oh, thank you so much, Super Chat. DTLF will be so proud. Oh, I'm like, oh, it's too hot. Oh.
That's my girl's favorite voiceover that I've done. The she calls me the ginger. What is it called? The gingerbread man. That's what she calls me. Dan, thank you for all your hard work. Appreciate it. Digital Snowflake, thank you, man. I truly enjoy doing what I love for a living, man. And I'm blessed, man. Thank you guys for all the support. Keep hitting that like button. It really helps the channel keep growing. Trying to hit the 30K eventually, man. When we get to 30K, big giveaway for you guys, man. I think it's going to be a Cash App because everybody has Cash App. It's like a universal thing. You know, I usually give out items, but universal. I appreciate you guys for the love, and I know with your help, we will get there sooner rather than later. So keep hitting that like, keep subscribing if you already have it for all things Lakers basketball and so much more, man. Appreciate it. Dan, what about Keon Ellis from the Kings? He's a young 6'4", 6'5" wing, and he's a career 42% three-point shooter. Perfect fit for the Lakers. I'd love to have him. I don't know if the Kings will make any good faith deals with us because they're still traumatized from all the times we put them out of the playoffs. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, if that is a possibility, yeah, why not? Why the heck not? Right? Thank you so much, Kimiko. You're the best. And it's actually it's $100 in promo credits. Your text is a little off right there, but I'm glad I read it. Appreciate you, Kimiko. All right. Dan, what? I already read that one. Cooper, youngest player with 11 assists versus the youngest player with 35 last game. He's 18. Yeah, I don't understand. I've read a lot of Cooper flag. Hey, he's not really that good. I don't know if it's because he's wide or what, but whatever the case may be, Cooper's special. He was able to hold his own on Team USA on the practice squad. That told me everything I needed to know. Plus, I saw him in Duke, and I was impressed. I was thoroughly impressed. Cooper Flag reminds me of a lot of different players. He's got the ball handling and athleticism of like a Blake Griffin, the face-up game of like a Kevin Durant in the making. Not quite there yet, but he's on his way up. The athleticism of and slashing ability of a young Paul George. I'm like, he's got the talent. I really don't see what people are down on. I don't get it. But hey, they're gonna find out the hard way, right? One way or another, they're gonna figure it out. I'm driving Luka to the airport. Yeah, for $1 trillion, bro. Come on. I love the Lakers and I love Luka, but for $1 trillion, I'd buy the Lakers for $1 trillion and make plenty of more great trades, man. That's a lot of money, bro. That's more than $1 billion. That's 100 times more than $1 billion, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. The gingerbread's your favorite too? Oh my goodness. Yeah, my girl loves when I do the voiceover gingerbread, man. I usually only bring them out around the holidays. Since we're almost at December, I said, why not? Let's pull them out right now. Appreciate that, Evan. Hey, man, I might, I've actually been, now people try to cast me for certain roles, man, in voice acting. So that's something I might take up in the future. But right now, I'm just focused on what I'm doing. Is it 1,000 more times than $1 billion? Oh, yeah, we taking that every time. Vando GV 2 first for Kristaps P. So Vando, Gabe Vincent, and 2 first for Kristaps Porzingis. I don't think he's worth the 2 first anymore. The problem I have, Keith, with Kristaps Porzingis is that he's always hurt. He's always hurt. I don't know if I want to trade for another always hurt player. You know what I mean? We already have one of those with AD. We have one of those with Maxi Kleba. I'm just not sure. Now, if they just want Vando and Gabe Vincent is something I definitely consider. But doing 2 first for an always hurt player, we don't even have 2 first, unfortunately. Right? So yeah, the always hurt players, nah, man. We need a no risk, all reward player. Now, I would love Kristaps if we don't have to give him no first round picks and we just give up players that aren't being played, then sure. He started slow, and when you get a narrative on you, for example, like not being able to play defense or being a ball hog, etc., people just forever run with it. That's because people are only watching highlights and they're not watching the actual games. For those of us ball knowers that watch the actual games, we know exactly what's up. We know exactly what's up, and we know for the real hoopers, up and coming hoopers. We see the little things to them. It's just a piece of the puzzle. It's not going to come together in his rookie season, but he's going to show flashes of brilliance, and that's all I need to see from a rookie to be sold on him. I don't need the rookie to win the championship in his first year like Magic. There's only one of those, greatest point guard of all time. But what I do want to see is growth, and we've seen that with Cooper Flag. We've seen that. Yeah, bro, he looks amazing. Cooper Flag looks amazing, bro. He looks like he could be better than Tatum, to be honest. I'm not that impressed by Tatum. I actually like Jaylen Brown better. My man said we should trade for Knipples. This is the inside 2K joke. Con Knipple might actually win Rookie of the Year this year. He's putting up the numbers, but it's still early, and I do believe that my pick for Rookie of the Year, Cooper Flag, will eventually catch up and win it. But there's a lot of good rookies that came out of this draft, and we're going to get into that on a different episode. I haven't done an Around the League episode, so I got to hit up my boys and see who's available for it. But I'm going to see if I get a chance to do one this upcoming week, so stay tuned for that, guys. For all things Lakers, NBA, and so much more, that is going to wrap it up for me. Make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, and share if you already haven't. Guys, drop a comment, all that good stuff. What was the best thing you had for Thanksgiving? I don't know. I love food. I'm nosy when it comes to food, and I love knowing that shit. So let me know in the comment section what your favorite thing you had this Thanksgiving was. And shout out to all the ladies and the male out there that have blessed us with wonderful foods these holidays season, man. Favorite season is starting from October all the way to December, man. Because Christmas, the tamales and Christmas be hitting. Just all kinds of great foods, man. If you know, you know. But again, that is going to wrap it up for me, guys. This video was brought to you and sponsored by Underdog. Promo code DTLF gets you guys 100 with promo code DTLF and your first $5 deposit and play. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Kimmy Goat. Appreciate you guys' participation, your likes, your love, all of that. I will see you guys tomorrow for hopefully a back-to-back win, all right? Enjoy the rest of your night. Peace.